Hey, another video. Okay, this one is about this latest news story that's really popular now. It's about this mass invasion of illegal aliens at our southern borders. And I don't mean the usual suspects from Mexico. These are all children coming from Central American countries: Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Senor Drupe from Guadalupe, wherever. And there's some of them as young as 5, 6 years old, traveling all the way from Central America through Mexico and hitting our borders. And there's a lot of reasons for it, and it's causing a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Our border patrol agency is completely overwhelmed. They've turned into like instead of watching our borders and securing the borders, keeping out the criminals and drug smugglers and gun runners and murderers and MS-13 gang members and all that. No, another daycare center and babysitters, all due to the usurper in chief, Barack Hussein Obama's policies. Again, other video I made about securing the border with a 20-foot concrete wall and get manned with the National Guard would stop a lot of this. But so they're coming here in droves, thousands of them. Just in the past, I forgot the exact statistics. It's like 162,000 just last year coming up through the Rio Grande River. And it's ridiculous because there's rumors flying all over the internet throughout Central America that if a child makes it here, they won't be sent back. If a pregnant woman gets here and has a child here, they won't be sent back. That all needs to change. It needs to change. They're children. We can't just send them back. Yes, you can. How we can't send all these people back? That's what liberals would tell you. Yes, we can. It's very simple. As simple as securing the border. My other video, it's very easy. You just get a giant cargo ship, load them all on a giant cargo ship full of all the facilities. You got bath facilities, plenty of food, water, medical supplies. Take them all the way back to whatever home country you're from, and you better tell us the truth. And if you lie, if you're Guatemalan, you're going to end up in Nicaragua, and it was your fault because you lied. So tell us where you're from, and that's where you're going right back. There was a time when immigrants came over here way back when, the 30s, 20s, and 30s. Italian immigrants, Irish immigrants, Hungarian immigrants. There was a lot of racism and prejudice against them people. My grandfather was one of them. I'm getting a little off on track here, but this is to give you an idea that immigrants way back in those days wanted the true American dream. A lot of immigrants today want the American free ride, free money, free house, free this, free that, everything for free. Well, it's not free. Someone else is paying for it. That's okay, though, right? The Democrats love this idea because they'll make perfect millions of future Democratic voters. You see how it works with them? Even the idiot in chief even made a complete asinine fucking statement saying that, oh, these people keep America vibrant. Vibrant? Is that what he actually said? That these people keep America vibrant. Have you seen the news stories? These facilities that the Border Patrol and FEMA is setting up. I don't know. They look like just metal storage facilities. These people, hundreds of people just crammed in one room, sleeping on the floor. They don't look very vibrant to me. So, if that's not politically correct, good, because I'm not politically correct. I don't care. Never was and I never will be. We are a nation of laws. These people cannot just wander in because they're children. So what? It doesn't matter. You still have to obey our laws. For the record, I want to make this crystal clear. I have no problem with anybody from any part of the world coming here and becoming a legalized U.S. citizen, going through all the immigration red tape and crap, swearing the oath to, uphold the country's laws and blah, 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 and become a fine, upstanding citizen. I have no problem with anybody. That's what makes America great. That anybody in the world can come here and become a U.S. citizen, like my grandparents did. But I have a problem with people that just invade and just think they could interlope in. They just freaking rambunctiously barge right in. Well, but their children, though, yeah, that their parents deliberately sent over here by themselves, knowing, oh, they won't get sent back, they won't get sent back. That's exactly why they're coming here by the thousands. Our country is $17 trillion in debt. Soon that bubble is going to burst. I don't know when, but it's going to burst. We cannot sustain for much longer on this pace. Now you just bring more in, bring more in, bring more to every country in the world. Take all your unwanted people and people that want to escape, send them here. This is taking 80 million people from every country in the world. How about that, huh? Uh, It'd be like a huge pack of locusts that come in and just devastate and consume everything in their path. This has got to be stopped. All right, Trace, thank you. Let me know what you think. Go to facebook.com/thekellyfile. Offer your thoughts. I just had a thought about how do you stop it, other than what I said, but it doesn't sound very nice. It's the liberal whining that you would hear. You can't just send them back. They're children. Yeah, well, they're not our children. Kind of reminds me of Michelle Obama holding up the ridiculous hashtag sign with them poor, what was it, Nigeria. There's another swell country there. Those girls were kidnapped by that uh, Obama Barack Qassam Hakim militant group, kidnapped all those girls. And see all the sign that said, bring back our girls. Oh, what? Our girls? Whose girls are they? They're not mine. They're not Americans. So what do you mean bring back our girls? Oh, you mean they're black. Is that why you said that? What have you done about that, Michelle, besides holding up a frickin' hashtag sign? But again, veering off on track, which I very often do, and I enjoy doing that. For those of you that don't like it, well, bear with it or don't watch my videos. This has to be stopped. You have to get rid of this message that if they just come here and just make it to the country, that they can stay. No, you can't. We don't care if you're a child, you're going to be sent back. If you're a pregnant woman and you have a child in this country, no, that does not make you an automatic citizen. You and your newborn child are both going to be sent back. Period. End of story. Unless you go through the legal immigration process. If they're here to stay, like Joe Biden made that ridiculous, idiotic, stupid fucking statement. They said, oh, as far as these 12 million undocumented people, no, illegal aliens is what they are. Well, they're already U.S. citizens in my book. Really, Joe? Why don't you take some more hydrocodones or whatever drugs you're on? Because I'm convinced he's a complete drug addict. A drug addict. I don't know what book you're reading, Joe, but in my book, we are a nation of laws. Illegal aliens don't have the right to just sneak under a fence at fucking the dead of night. That does not make them automatic citizens, in my book. And I think the vast majority of Americans would agree with me, Uncle Joe. And this idiot thinks he's going to try to run for president? Jesus Christ. He's halfway got friggin' dementia. But if they can't be sent back, what do we do with them? What do we do with all these new Central American citizens? They're all probably going to get automatic amnesty, and because they'll always vote D. They'll always vote for people that have a freaking D in front of the name, right? Pelosi. Same way as in your wonderful state of California. So what do we do with all these Central American people? I know. I got a great idea. This is how you solve the crisis going on, and just keep them. It's not nice to keep them in these big facilities, cramming them up like sardines. Hey, you want to be Americans? You need housing. You want the American dream, all right? You're fleeing your country to escape gang violence, poverty, and government corruption. That's why you fled. We got just the place for you. It's called Detroit. But there's tens of thousands of abandoned homes. Put them there. All right, you each get a free house, courtesy of the USA. You're an American. You're here. You got what you wanted. How does it fit? You got a free house. How do you like it? Put them there. And then when they see that that's what's going to happen to you, how fast will they not want to come here after that? When they find out that the denizens of Chicago are not as welcoming as one might think. Hey, it's not evil. I'm being nice. You get a free house. Who can argue with that? That's a good deal. Doesn't have any facilities or electricity or indoor plumbing anymore. It's all been stripped. The copper's gone. The toilet's gone, and it's just like a shack. But hey, you're in America and you get an American home, living the American dream in Detroit. Oh boy, probably going to hell for that one, but I'm probably already going to hell, so it doesn't matter what I say anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna end the video now. I don't want to go on too long, but I mean, it's just ridiculous. Our government, particularly Barack Insane Hussein Obama, this is all his doing from not securing the border. There was even years back, several states wanted to secure their own state border, and Obama and Holder sued him for it. Sued him. No, you cannot. You're not allowed to enforce your border. The federal government sued states for wanting to enforce the law. I mean, this is how all this is coming back to bite. And this guy, man. There he is on TV now. God damn it. Yeah, not a smidgen of corruption. Just looking at him makes me want to go to the toilet and puke. As I say that all the time. Every time I just look at the guy, I just want to go vomit. In fact, this guy, all these crises that are happening, it's only going to get worse in the next 2 years, folks. I hope we're not looking at a lot of serious, serious trouble. Who knows what this guy's capable of? You wait and see the shit this guy pulls in the next couple of years. I think you have a president that realizes in his own heart, mind, and soul, his entire presidency has been a complete and abject failure. I wish I was wrong, man, but I don't think I am. I'm inclined to think that this guy, because he knows he's such a failure, he just doesn't care anymore. He's a broken man that just doesn't give a shit about anything anymore. He's just like bro beaten and is hunched over. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna go play golf. The entire world is in chaos, misery, anguish, and despair. This guy goes plays friggin' golf. Our borders are being invaded with hordes of these illegal invaders. Then he goes and plays golf. And John Kerry goes twittering and tweeting his Hollywood friends. These are the people you elect to run our country. Even you Democrats out there, can you not wake up and see? You just keep automatically voting Democrat because they care about the poor. They care about us. It's amazing. Decade after decade, you Democrats keep voting Democrat, and the low income are still low income. You're still poor. Look at Detroit. One has to look no further than Detroit as a model example of Democrat control for the past 60 years. Now, that's why I made that statement about, well, hey, all the free housing that's available, put all these immigrants in there. These illegal aliens. You wanted to come to America, you get a free house in Detroit. That's all because of Democrats and Democrat corruption. Detroit is a model example of what would happen if Democrats were in control all over the country. Would you want the whole country to look like Detroit? Keep voting Democrat. I'm not saying Republicans are much better. I hold them almost just as compliant and guilty. I don't know. Sometimes this political shit, it's all very confusing. It's hard to find out what the actual answer is. But one positive answer is do not vote Democrat. And to vote for people like Nancy Pelosi and friggin' Dianne Feinstein and Barbara Boxer, Hillary Clinton, and this whole gaggle of numbnuts. What you should have to take a mental, psychological evaluation before you vote. If you're not proven to be mentally sound, you're not allowed to vote. Speaking of voting, they're all against the. Oh, Republicans are against voting rights. No, they're not. They want you to have voter ID card. What's wrong with that? You have to have a driver's license. You have to have a handgun permit if you want to carry a gun. What's wrong with having a voter ID card? It disenfranchises minorities and the poor. How? How, might I ask? How is that feasible to ask that question? The answer is, well, a lot of them are poor, they don't have a car. Blah. They can't drive, excuse me, by the way. They can't drive to the DMV. Is that so? Well, then how do they get their EBT cards? How do they get the food stamps, the welfare, that electronic benefit card? They don't seem to have too much of a problem getting that card, do they? No, that's right. But they don't have a car. But they don't. Well, the card just magically lands in front of the door? Just shows up in the mail, huh? Your voter ID card can show up in the mail too. It doesn't cost you one penny. Not a penny, it's free. That's a lot of crap. The reason they say that they're demonizing Republicans. The Republicans are not against voting rights. They just spew out this crap because Democrats can't win votes without fraud and cheating and having people like the hordes of Central Americans coming over here illegally and voting Democrat. Alright, I'm out of things to rant rave right now. Maybe some more later, or tomorrow, or a couple weeks. I don't post too many videos too often, but when something's really big and serious, and I'm telling you, man, our country is in serious, serious trouble. And when I get that feeling, like, okay, I gotta make a video. All right, that's enough. Bye.